So we have been working on the shower recently. You see this wall, I've put it in, I've screwed it in. I am going to put a block up there. This was just sort of temporary, get it in. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty solid, looks pretty good. But we do have a slight problem. Now let me show you the wall. Look how non-straight that wall is. It's because I've attached it to the wall, and the wall is obviously leaning. So it's perfectly perpendicular, or no, not perpendicular, sorry, parallel. It's perfectly parallel with the van wall, but obviously that is wonky. So it's had a few beers. It's had a few cheekies, as I'd say. Couple of cheekies. So that's going to need a little bit of modification. So as you can see here, when I initially made these wall frames, I just made them with a simple 90-degree angles, and it was just a rectangle. But obviously, when I screwed it onto the wall, it then becomes parallel with the wall, and as you can see, it makes a very wonky wall, which we don't want. So what I'll be doing to rectify this is moving the wood so it is as vertical as possible. So I will be reducing the length of the wood at the top and then screwing it back on. Some people have mentioned on stream and on the YouTube comments about using a spirit level. However, working in a van, you can't use a spirit level unless you can guarantee that you're on a level surface. But unfortunately, I know for a fact that this driveway I'm currently working on is at a massive slant. So a spirit level in this situation won't help me. Like that. I still feel like it can go even more. I think I need to drill it back on, because otherwise I'm not going to know for sure. Okay. Still needs a little bit more. So I did try and cut the wood with the jigsaw while it was still in place, but unfortunately it wasn't going to work, so I did have to remove the wood frame again. So it was a case of removing it, cutting it, putting it back, testing it, and repeat until we got it right.
Last night.
I think one way of, if we get a square, I just grabbed one, didn't I? Yeah, it's still leaning over in parallel to the floor. That's very irritating because it's still slightly out. Oh, I see why, because I didn't cut the floor mount off. Is it enough to annoy me? Is it good enough, you know? Let me know what you think. See, what I was using is a good, like, if you look at the black shelf behind it, that is a good place where you can kind of look at how perpendicular. So if you look at the way it crosses, it's still leaning to the left at the top, but it's far, far less. What I actually did on the floor, I've put a square down. I can see like maybe 2 mil. Maybe 2 mil at the bottom, possibly 3 mil. And I can see my line, I didn't quite cut it. I'm just gonna take more off. So once again, I was taking a little bit more off of the frame. That should be good enough. Quite funny, because from this angle, it looks like it's going in the other way. That's spot on now. So now I've decided this is going to be it. It's now time to put the block on the top to attach it to the ceiling. This will just give the wall that further stability, and also I would guess that it reduces any potential vibration noises, etc, etc. But although I actually did drill some pilot holes, it was clear that even with drilling pilot holes you can still get splits in the wood. This is probably because I used a drill bit that was too small for the size of the screws that I was going to be drilling in. So just bear this in mind when you're doing your pilot holes, especially if you're going to be drilling and screwing against the grain. So now that I've finished the wall frame for this side, it's time to show you guys what I've done so far and show you a close-up. So let's show you the work of art. Here's the close-up of it. We had this split here, which was annoying, but this isn't the one I'm talking about. This was the first one I did. I was trying to go in at an angle. It is a little bit of an issue when you use the impact driver because it gets a bit excited, and then it just, with the impact driver, when you go really slow, it gets to a certain level when it starts feeling force, it speeds up. That's the whole point of the impact, is it does that little extra turn for you, which in this situation I didn't want it to do. But here we are. But pretty solid. The one I'm talking about is this one here. So you can see this one is just a minor one, and again, it's solid. It's not really causing any harm. I think as a whole it's fine. But yeah, so that is the shower. Did that today, which I did. There you go. It didn't split this side, but yeah, I just drilled a hole in there and just went up at an angle just to hold it in, just to give it extra stability. So we've got stability here, stability there, stability on the floor, and stability there. And this wood is pretty thick and strong. And like I say, I think to finish off, I will have a middle piece. So today was not a bad day. I think overall it was nice to get that shower wall in. Tomorrow I have a game. So tomorrow I've got football, and I'm also going to be watching United play as well. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate all you guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying this journey. I'm about to go find my spot for the night. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.